She is polarizing. That's one thing for sure. Either you love her or you hate her. In TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com, we cover every single major fight live. We are probably going to be here a while.
In her career, 110 into round 6, taking a knee from a plethora of body shots. And at the top.
So we're here live, real time. This is all happening live. It is 11:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, January the 10th, 2020. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Claressa Shields should get a unanimous decision victory. Well, she will get. No, she will get a unanimous decision victory over Ivana Habazin in Atlantic City on Showtime Championship Boxing to capture the WBC, the vacant WBC and vacant WBO 154 more to be titles. Undisputed, being the only champion at 154 pounds. And we're going to talk about who those fighters are that have those belts and what's next for Claressa Shields to go on to be, which she says is, by the way, she did hit her when she was down, which she says is the GOAT, the greatest woman boxer of all time. So I'm pretty sure that her post-fight interview, which is going to be coming up soon, is going to be enlightening. Ivana Habazin, I'm very happy and proud of her for not quitting, especially, you know, that she was a huge underdog. And what happened with her trainer, it's no pussyfooting or ducking around it. Her brother allegedly, and I've seen some videos and shit, you know, sucker punched the trainer. I don't know if he's still in jail or whatever the case may be. So that's the reason why the fight didn't happen the second time. The first time was supposed to happen last year. I don't remember exactly when. In 2019, Claressa Shields had an injury. Okay, shh, shut up. Listen in. Shh, the fuck up.
89. Judge Deborah Barnes sees it 100-90. And Robin Taylor scores about 100-89, all three in favor of the winner. She is now the WBC and WBO female 154-pound world champion and boxing's quickest ever to win a world title in 3 weight divisions, the undefeated Claressa T-Rex Shields.
History.
Where's your damn green?
And let's bring in Mr. Boxopedia, Steve Farhood. Quite a night for the Claressa Shields, Steve.
Mo, I think that smile, Claressa just told it all. We talked all night about the storyline here being winning 3 titles in the fewest amount of fights you see.
What y'all feel about this list? We're going to talk about it. I'll explain.
Setting the record. They broke the record of Naoko Fujioka, a female fighter, and she did it like Claressa Shields in descending order, fighting Superfly, I believe, and then Fly, and then below that. But Claressa Shields now has a piece of history, and what these fighters hold in common, you see more multiple titles in multiple divisions in the lighter weight classes. Most of these fighters have been in the lighter weight classes, but Shields now holds this piece of history all by herself.
All right, thank you very much, Steve. And standing by now with the history-making Claressa Shields is Jim Gray.
All right, Mauro, thank you very much. Claressa, congratulations. What does this little piece of boxing history mean to you?
Well, first, I just want to say I want to thank God for getting me here. I want to thank all my fans who came out. Thank my coach. We spent so many months in camp for this fight. It wasn't what I wanted, but I'm happy with the improvement. I dropped her with a body shot, all shots. And I had so many champions here, and my brother's here watching me. And this feels great. I mean, I did it in 10 fights. And now I'm #1, the fastest boxer in history to become a 3-time division world champ. Going backwards in weight. So, what's my name? What's my name? What's my name?
Well, they're going to know it for a long, long time now. There was a lot of animosity going into this fight. Were you trying to punish her?
Yeah, I was. And all I want to say is, Ivana, no, I do not want any of your ice cream. I wanted victory. I think Ivana can take a piece of humble pie and go back to Croatia. And hopefully, on her next try, she'll become a world champion against somebody else. But like I said, I am the greatest woman of all time because she couldn't do nothing with me. Zero.
So when you have that moniker, you still have goals. There's still things that you want to achieve.
Yeah.
So what is it that you will look forward to, having already accomplished all of this in just 10 fights?
I just want to become a better fighter. That's all. I want to grow women's boxing. I want us to have equal pay, equal opportunity. I would love to, share a car with Deontay Wilder, Earl Spence. I want to be in the likes of those guys. So for me and my coach, I just want to become a better fighter, and tonight I did.
Where can you become better? Where do you think you can improve?
Just, calming down, placing my shots. This is my first drop that I ever dropped somebody, and out of all things, it was with a body shot. So, and she's eating ice cream too at the weigh-in, so it makes it even sweeter, you know what I mean?
Let's take a look at that body shot and tell us, from your perspective, how it came down.
So before this round started, Andre Ward said, "Sis, take her to the body," and I was like, all right. So when I hit her there because she had her elbow up, he just was like, I'm trying to just punch through her, not really at her.
You could hear Andre in the first row?
Yeah, Andre Ward said, "Sis, take her to the body." And I was like, okay. So I was like trying to throw all body shots for like the first minute, then boom, she went down.
What would you like to do next?
Well, Alicia Napoleon lost tonight, sadly. I'd love to face that champion. I think her name was Elena Cederos. I'd love to fight her.
She may not be ready for you.
None of them are ready for me.
She kind of indicated that after the fight.
I'm a one-in-a-century kind of athlete. None of these girls are ready for me. I'm the GWOAT.
You sure are. Enjoy the crown. It was so much fun to watch you. Congratulations.
Fights, baby. 10. Call me 3 times. 10.
Perfect 10. Back to you, Morrow.
All right, Jim, thank you.
Here's where we got to talk about the real for the hardcore fans. Here's where we got to talk about the real. Like I said, shout out to Ivana Habazin. She did better than I thought she was going to do, and she showed some heart. But I would have liked Claressa Shields. Now, listen, motherfuckers can be whoever they want. I've dealt with years of people telling me, oh, TstreeT, you should be this or you should do this. And if you did this, you will be that. But it would have been nice, to see her like more humble, towards their team, especially with what happened with the trainer. You see what I'm saying? Maybe told like Bashir, on camera. I don't know, because see, she's polarizing. It's either you love her or you hate her. And by the way, when it comes to the, before I forget, when it comes to it in the entrance, a lot of people were like, I was noticing on social media complaining, like for the dudes, it wasn't for us. Yeah, I was like, that's some cringy ass shit, but that's for like the chicks. You see what I'm saying? We as men, we supposed to be like, So that was for like the chicks. I mean, I don't like when fucking rappers be fucking, I don't like that shit either. But in this case, like the presentation was much more better than the rappers coming out like, yeah, like rapping over their own shit, not the instrumental. Like, nah. So I just, I want her to be like what she is, talk that shit. But it's like, you want to also be mainstream. And also I've heard some, she wants big fights. She wants a fight with Cecilia Braekhus. And the way that she conducts herself toward the teams and shit, they like, we don't really want, especially if they probably think, I'm not saying that they do, that Claressa Shields can probably beat them. People will be like, yo, they only want to give you a payday. But in regards to what's next now, she is undisputed at 160, unified with 2 of the 4 belts at 154. By the way, I'm glad that John David Jackson cut that fucking ponytail, man. Cool dude. I talked to him several times. He tried to warn us about Sergey. All that vodka in the belly. But anyway, she has 2 of the 4 belts at one. Basically, she has 6 of 8 belts in 2 divisions. And she had 2 belts at 168 when she was there. Now, here is the fight of all the fights that I want to see if it's not going to be Cecilia Braekhus. I want to see her, the last woman to beat Claressa Shields, Savannah Marshall. She is a problem. Damn near 6 feet of active long arm hell. Like, it's going to be some shit. She's working her way up over there with Matchroom, 28 years old, trained by Peter Fury, right? Co-promoted by Mick Hennessy. You know, that would be some shit. It's looking like she's trying to settle in. No, she's at 168, but could she get the 160? Either way, Claressa Shields can fight in multiple divisions we've seen. You know? So another thing we got to do is, unfortunately, by the way, before we go, make sure we talk about the 154-pound division. If she decides to stay, listen, I get it. Yes, the accomplishment is the accomplishment, but I wouldn't be doing justice if I didn't mention the fact that, I'm sorry, it's not hate or shade. I know how it's going to look to you. I know how it's going to look, but it must be mentioned. It's like, level of competition and men's boxing be different. She fought for 2 vacant belts tonight, and it's like, yeah, it is the stat. She is unified in less weight divisions and all type of shit like that. You know, this is along the lines of you know what, let me not, because I don't, you know, let me not. Plus, like, you know, when it comes to fucking like boxers and shit, I give everybody a fair take. Unlike a lot of these motherfuckers on YouTube, I don't suck no dick. You know, then when it comes to female boxing, let's not get me too, all right? We don't want to get canceled. All right? We don't want no way. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but you get the equivalent. Like, we're gonna cover that shit the way it is. Like, we don't care who you are. You see what I'm saying? You know, she's doing her best to get the best fights. But right now, Christina Hammer, that was a huge fight. It was a big fight. This fight, it built up through tension and not poor tension, tension. You know, TENSION. You know, and like the beef. But I would love to see Cecilia Braekhus. You know, right now it's looking like they're going to go to Katie Taylor fight. How many fights? You know, sometime in 2020 it's looking like it's going to be Katie Taylor. Then Amanda Serrano's mixed in there. But that's their cap, 147. She can touch 154. And I hate to do it. I hate to say it. But if Cecilia Braekhus say, okay, Claressa, you want me, then catch weight 150 or 152. Claressa is saying she can go to 147, even though I don't condone it. But at the same time, in women's boxing, she's doing it in descending weight classes. And the thing is, she's looking good and healthy and sharp in there and getting better in descending weight classes. I don't like catch weights, but if that's what Cecilia Braekhus says has to happen, you know, then I'm cool with it. That fight, to me, even though I want to see the Savannah Marshall fight more, the Cecilia Braekhus fight is better. But will Cecilia Braekhus beat Katie Taylor if that fight was to happen? But that's going down in more, you know, boxing. But anyway, we have Marie-Eve Dicaire, right? That's how you pronounce her name. I have not been able to watch one of this woman's fights yet. I only seen clips. I always watch her training footage and shit. Like, all right, she's sharp. You know, like whenever they upload some shit, she's with Ivana Michelle up there, the Canadian promoter. It's going to be putting on a Bert to BF card soon, right? 17-0 with no KOs, 33 years old. She's the IBF champion. So remember, Claressa Shields is now the WBC and the WBO. So she's the IBF. The WBA is Hannah Gabriels. That's a rematch that I would entertain. At 154 pounds this time. So those are the 3 champions. You have Claressa Shields, Dicaire, and Hannah Gabriels. And if Claressa Shields was to go up to Canada to fight her, I don't know, but you know, she got to be like, see, you know, she's got to be careful when she go up there. Like, I'm just going to leave that part alone for right now. But it's like, yo, sometimes you just got to like, all right, be cool. It's a lot of money that can happen up there, you know, for a fight like this at 154 pounds. Put it this way, she has options. She has options, but I don't think the Cecilia Braekhus fight is going to happen. I don't think so. And stop saying Claressa Shields should fight Katie Taylor, you motherfucking casuals. Katie Taylor is a 135, 140-pound fighter. Claressa Shields is a 154, 160, 168-pound fighter. Like I said, I'm not really comfortable with Claressa Shields. That's her. I'm not saying she can do whatever she wants. I'm saying in boxing, I'm like, yo, that 147, that's a hard cut. But at the same time, she's been maintaining that 154. Looking like it's been like flawless and easy. You know, and then it doesn't hurt that her boyfriend is a strength and conditioning coach. So, you know, they ain't like, they always like, helping off of each other. What they say? Like helping each other and shit. Just by being together. Like, oh, well, I know I'm going to eat healthy because I'm with you. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, shout out to her. Shout out to my colleague, Dardell Haynes, who is there right now. I'm going to actually be in Atlantic City tomorrow early to see if I could possibly talk to Claressa Shields for the other card that's going on, the Jesse Hart versus Joe Smith. So tonight was Claressa Shields versus Ivana Habazin in the Ocean Resort and Casino, about one block from where tomorrow's card for ESPN, it's for Showtime for ESPN, Jesse Hart versus Joe Smith in the Hard Rock Casino. Then next week, I'm going to be at the PBC on Fox, Julian J. Rock Williams versus Jason Rosario in Philly, about an hour and a half, hour or so, drive from Atlantic City. Then in New York, you're going to have Danny Garcia versus Ivan Rakic. I'm not going. I don't think so. But either way, it's a nice little set of fights here in this Philadelphia or tri-state, or even if you count New York-ish area this month of January. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Please subscribe.
Very much, Steve, and standing by now with the history-making Claressa Shields is Jim Gray.
All right, Morrow, thank you very much. Claressa, congratulations. What does this little piece of boxing history mean to you?
Well, first, I just want to say I want to thank God for getting me here. I want to thank all my fans who came out. Thank my coach. We spent so many months in camp for this fight. It wasn't what I wanted, but I'm happy with the improvement. I dropped her with a body shot, all shots. And I had so many champions here, and my brothers here watching me. And this feels great. I mean, I did it in 10 fights, and now I'm number one.
By the way, she came out with Andre Ward and Shakur Stevenson holding her belts. And also, yes, that was a beautiful body shot. Like, she's got everything. She's got everything. Please subscribe.